I like sports, and that's it. Yo, it's the one and only Lyse.
And it's your girl Velz, aka Velly if that's what you want to call me.
And together we are Locked In Sports. And on today's episode, and what episode number we on, Velz?
I believe this is episode 17 for us.
Episode 17. We don't get no,
Yes, ma'am.
We ain't get no.
Not today.
Not today. All right, that's fine. That's fine. But no, we have a very special episode tonight. We got a young man by the way of Jersey City, New Jersey. He also has a master in psychology. Played professional basketball in 5 different countries. Is also a coach, a certified basketball referee, and a founder and CEO of a nonprofit organization called Walkamilenourshoes. He's also the founder of a basketball brand called Different. If you don't know who I'm speaking about tonight, I am talking about the Eugene Campbell III. Welcome, Eugene.
Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure to be here. I can hear me, right? It's not. I got a little bit louder.
Nah, you good. We can hear you.
Yeah. It's a pleasure to be here. I'm happy to be. I'm honored. And how y'all know so much stuff about me? Because I was like, whoa.
We do our research. We're not going to just, you know what I'm saying, be all willy-nilly. Yeah, that actually really stuck out to me. You having your master's in psychology, because a lot of athletes really just go to school just to hoop and not really take their studies serious. So that I want to applaud you for actually, taking your studies so serious and able to complete your master's.
Yeah, it was definitely a rough journey, but we did it. We here.
Yeah. Hey, shout out, because after my bachelor's, I was done with it. That's dope. So, Gene, tell us, a little bit about yourself. Just you. We want to know more about you.
Okay, so I started the younger portion of my life growing up in Jersey City. Lived with both of my parents and my sister. Me and my sister about 10 years apart. Basketball was something that was in my house growing up. My sister was a high school basketball player, so was my dad. My sister was a 1,000-point scorer, and she ended up playing college at Rutgers.
Oh, wow.
She was definitely an inspiration for me to start, playing ball, as well as my dad and his high school career. And definitely grew up with a lot of support from both parents. I definitely grew up with that hunger. My mom being the person that was my role model when it comes to being ambitious and just wanting to be successful. She always found a way to get things done. I'm a little mama's boy, so that was my big role model. Shout out to my pops too, definitely my role model, but my mom, I definitely look up to her to this day. She just always found a way to make it happen. Growing up, I didn't go to public schools in the beginning. I went to Catholic schools, and that was definitely it was a different type of experience. Being an African American man in a predominantly white school, for the most part, with me going to different schools, I was usually 1 or 2 or 3 of the only Black people in the classroom. So that was definitely a different type of experience. One thing about me, I didn't change who I was. So the Black people in my class, they try to act like the white people in their class. Nah, I stayed together. I ain't over there ghetto, but I was nah, I'm from Jersey City. I'm not about to act like y'all.
Right.
I'm me, I'm gonna dress like me. It's a different type of style growing up in an urban area. You wearing fitted caps with baseball teams, basketball teams, basketball jerseys. At the time, Fat Farm, Coogee, type. They didn't wear that over there. They was wearing some other type of stuff. I don't know, Holland. I was not really feeling it. I was wearing, what I wore, Air Force. I was wearing some skateboard sneakers. Just growing up, just being true to myself. I always been true to myself. My whole
Yeah.
life. I never be like somebody else. I'm not. I think that's something that carried over to my adulthood too, even to this day. I'll just stay true to myself. I don't try to be like this person. People be like, "Oh, you want to be like the next LeBron?" No, I want to be the best version of me.
Yeah.
I don't try. I might use some things that he do in his game because he nice.
Hey, let me find out.
You know what I'm saying? I might a little Chris Paul, a little DeMar DeRozan, a little
Okay.
KD. I ain't trying to be like them. I just
Yeah.
want to be the best of me. So like, I think that carried over. Fortunately, like growing up, I lost my grandparents before I even graduated college, so that was definitely something that was unfortunate. My grandfather was my big inspiration too. I'm named after him. He's the first Eugene Campbell the third. Well, no, the first Eugene Campbell. I'm the third. My dad's junior.
Yeah.
So, I was fortunate enough that during his time on Earth, he was able to be a great grandfather. He picked me up a lot of weekends, and we would go out, and he always take me to the park. Always tell me like, how to become a young adult and how to carry myself, things that my dad didn't tell me. And it was great having him around. And he always told me, even like towards the end of his life, that I was gonna make it in basketball. So, once he passed away, it was definitely something I was already taking seriously, but I kicked it up a notch. I was like, I'm not only doing this for me, I'm doing this for my family too, and I'm doing this for my grandfather and everybody else who believe in me. Sometimes as a basketball player or even as an athlete in general, sometimes we forget that there's people out there rooting for us. So just when you think you about to give up, you're not about to just give up on yourself. You about to give up on the people that's out there that want you to win too. So,
Right.
Yeah. So growing up, I lost all my grandparents before I turned 21. So I didn't have that grandparent to go to when mom and dad was on some BS. So it was just I had my friends, my teammates, people I met in college that helped me grow up. Joining the fraternity, my second to last year of college definitely helped me, grow into a man, and just staying locked in, staying hungry. Growing up in high school, my freshman year I got cut in high school, so I was, very upset about that, and I used that to fuel me to making the high school team my next year. You know, Definitely had a chip on my shoulder that I carry with me to this day.
Yeah.
I don't know why I make the team because the people that were on the team that following you, it was trash. They was trash that year. There was a little politics going on, but
I'm sure.
yeah, I think I needed that though. I needed to get cut in high school and made me realize that I wanted it more than anybody else. And one thing about me is like I've never been the fastest. I've never been the craziest skilled, but I've always been the most hardworking. And I always wanted it more than other people. That's what made me successful with basketball. Waking up early in the mornings, working out, doing the little things that nobody else is doing to make sure I my game, and just having that mentality, that Mamba mentality, all the time, no matter what. If I'm not watching film, then I'm just working out. If I'm not working out, then I'm going to a game. Like every day, I try to watch clips on different NBA players. Like today is Kyle Lowry, so when I get off this, I'm gonna watch some Kyle Lowry. Great point guard, chubby, not athletic, but get the job done.
Yeah.
Things.
He's scrappy.
Whatever work, it just worked, man. Because when you look at Kyle Lowry, you're like, yo, how does he do it? He can shoot the ball. Like not even tall. He's about like 6 foot, maybe 6'1" most, and he just finds a way to get the job done. He's been a veteran point guard for years, and he always gets a job. He's at the end of his career as far as like being an important player on the team, but he's still a great role player at this point in his career, and that's definitely something that I pay attention to. Like, how does he do that for so long? But he just has a knack for the game. His IQ is top tier, and he just knows the game. His fundamentals is definitely something that not a lot of people have nowadays. So,
No, I agree with you. So, So your sister was your inspiration of starting to play ball, or what made you want to get into basketball?
My sister and my dad. My mom
Mm,
wasn't really an athlete at all.
mm,
She was more like a support and give you advice and tell you how to, you know, go about it. Sometimes I didn't want to hear that, but she definitely knows what she be talking about when she gives you advice. But my sister and my dad, they were the athletes, especially my sister, being a young kid going to her games, watching her ball out, just
mm.
be bugging. Yo, she could
Yeah.
never shoot though. She probably see this and be like, "Why you tell?" That's yeah, form
Yeah.
ugly, all of that, but she could get to that basket and she played great defense. So,
Yeah.
yeah, my sister.
So she was probably the biggest inspiration to make you want to just get out there and hoop.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for sure.
that's dope.
Yeah. And being a Celtics fan growing up, Paul Pierce is my favorite basketball player of all time. So I grew up watching Paul Pierce.
Really, that's
Uh,
interesting.
yeah, people would be like, "Why is that your favorite basketball player?"
Yeah.
Because like he reminds me of myself. Like I was good, but I was never like the guy that everybody looked at like he's the best. They'll be
Mm,
like he's one of the best, and he's a true competitor.
mm,
He never backed down from nobody. He went toe to toe with LeBron, Kobe, whoever, the best of
that's
the
true.
best, and he did what he was supposed to do. And he brought a championship to Boston, the last championship they won.
Yeah,
He won it and got Finals MVP. So you can never really say anything about Paul Pierce. He did everything he was supposed to do. You know,
I
he's
agree.
still top scorer. Like he's one of the best players ever. He's in the Hall of Fame, top 75.
Yeah,
You
Yeah.
can't say that. Yeah.
I like Paul Pierce. I liked his time in the NBA. I did. Can't can't deny
I
that.
mean, Paul is cool as far as his game. Like I agree with everything you said as far as on court. But I personally, I mean, right now, I mean, I don't care now. He's retired and he just kind of doing his analyst thing. But I couldn't stand Paul Pierce. He just, especially when he started hating on Brian a lot. Like I just was like, nah,
You
you
must be a
know,
Lions fan.
Yeah,
I
she's a
am,
Bron fan. I'm
I
about to
am.
say she a Bron fan. So
Yeah, I mean, like I said, his game was nice. Got that mid range. But Paul cool. You know what I'm saying? I think the funniest clip from Paul Pierce is when he threw the headband in the audience and they threw it right back. Like forever. But now Paul, as far as his game, I mess with him. So moving on, you mentioned that you got cut your freshman year. So what I know you said that you're a hard worker, never say never, never give up attitude. So what made you come back, what I'm saying, your sophomore year and give it another go?
I was just mad. I was very mad because I'm looking around the room with the people that made the team. I'm like, are you serious right now? I said, all right, I
Right.
got. So that whole summer, like I didn't have access to no gyms, but I had a park down the street from my house. I was at that park working every day. Had no trainer, just working, just seeing
Mhm.
things on TV and just working at it. I wasn't even going to the weight room. I was like 15 years old. I was just working on my skill set and just playing at the park against competition, people that played at the park that played in high school, and just kicking they behinds. And I came back next year, chip on my shoulder. I didn't really have
Mhm.
much to say to nobody. I just went straight into it, and I made a team. I made varsity and JV. I don't know why
Okay.
they didn't just put me on varsity, but they put me on both, and
Mhm.
worked my way up. Junior and senior year, I played varsity, and
That's what's
went
up.
from there. Yeah.
What position you play?
I used to play two guard when I was in high school and college, but then like when I after I graduated college, I turned myself into like a point guard, combo guard kind of
Oh,
deal
okay.
because I'm only 6'2", so like I can't really play two guard at the pro levels, but I turned myself into a point guard.
You got handles.
Nice.
Yeah, I got handles. People
That's
like
good.
it'll catch you off guard, like oh, you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
I got more ball control than handles. Like I don't really try to hit you with crazy fancy moves. I'm one of
Mhm.
those players that get to their spot. When I
Mm.
get to my spot, I get to score. I find an open man or something like that. Like I
No,
keep it
that's
simple.
good.
I don't do too much. I found that when I started doing when I started doing the little things and keeping it simple, I became more efficient and more effective. So
yes, that's one
That's
thing that
dope.
I learned that I learned to play at my own pace. I play at my own pace, and it works out for me.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's definitely that's what Luka do. That's my guy.
Oh,
I mean, not like her about LeBron, but you know, I'm a Mavs fan,
he
so
playing slow motion. Him and Jokic playing slow motion.
they can get the job done.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
But Luka
Yes.
got out of there. You ain't hear that from me.
So one more time. What?
He got to get out of Dallas. He's not gonna get a ring on Dallas.
Oh man, stop. See, all right. See now. See,
Get a ring on Dallas. Like the West is too much going on the West.
we building. See, now why you gotta do all of that? Now, see, we taking a turn. It's supposed to be all nice and friendly. Now you getting me all riled up.
I'm seeing enough. I'm telling you, it's not. The West is different.
It is. The West is tight. The West is. I mean, it's really up for grabs. But I think my Mavs is. We need a center. We need a real center. But I think once we get that, man, I feel like we will be contenders. I do feel that way. We need a playoff team.
I smell play-in tournament.
No, stop.
I smell 7th seed playoff play-in.
Oh, no. See, no. No. No.
The Nuggets just won the chip. You still got the Grizzlies. That's very tough. Lakers, they're gonna contend. The Warriors are always gonna contend. And then you got the Suns and the Clippers. Like it's just a lot.
You got
going on.
I don't believe in the Suns. Kings is Kings. We're gonna be fighting. We okay. All right. To be fair, we'll be fighting for around 7-6 area 5 between 5 and 7.
Play-in tournament 7th seed. Like that's what
right.
All right. It's a lot going on.
It is. I can't wait till the season start. By the way,
who knows where Dame is going? We don't know where Damian Lillard going yet. That's true. He could go in the West.
I for some reason I just don't see Portland train him inside the conference. I just don't.
Yeah.
But we'll see. I want him to go to Miami. I think.
I don't want that. I can't stand Miami. But
I hate them too. Trust me. I'm still hurt from 2006. I can't stand Miami.
I'm a Celtic. I can't stand Miami.
Yeah. Because
I can't stand Jimmy Butler. He only want to play good in the playoffs. Do that in the regular season.
Velz was getting on Jimmy Butler not too long ago about that.
I was so happy. The finals, I was happy. I was wearing my Nuggets jersey every day.
Really? You didn't want to. You don't like Jimmy. I was like, you didn't want to see Jimmy get a ring. Yeah, he shied away. He disappeared in that finals.
I used to be a fake Nuggets fan because like a close family friend of mine, he played. A family friend of mine played for the Nuggets for like 8 years.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah. Remember Kenneth Ferrari?
I do know Kenneth Ferrari, the animal.
Yeah, like we like this.
Like,
Yeah. Like I grew up with him. My dad grew up with his dad. Like we're really close. Like,
that's dope.
Everything. Yeah.
Yeah, Kenneth Ferrari. Yeah.
So I was a Nuggets fan at one point. So.
Hey, the Nuggets were nice though. The Nuggets was definitely making some noise. They just couldn't get over the hump.
If you post this on Instagram, he'll see it. He'll definitely comment or like you'll see him.
Sure. Oh, bet, yeah. Oh, appreciate that.
Shout out to Kenneth.
Yeah.
Shout out to Kenneth Reed. Yeah.
Ooh. Hey, look, the Mavericks, if you in shape, the Mavericks will take you. For real.
Back in the league.
Yeah. I know. Yeah, I really. I mean, not to make this by Ken Fareed, but yeah, he still had some left in the tank for real. Like it was beastie.
Like he just played in the G League and played in the top league in Puerto Rico and was killing. He still got it. He still played the same.
Oh yeah. Oh, he needs to be on somebody's NBA team for sure. For sure. Yeah, we kind of we got off track a little bit, but that's good. That's what it's all about. Go ahead, Velz. You had something?
Yeah. So, tell me a little bit. We're still in high school. You know, this is high school, Eugene the third. Tell me a little bit about your senior year, and then also kind of go into, I guess, what made you want to play overseas, and then also like the trials that you had to go through, and then when you finally got that offer from that your first team.
Oh, it was a lot. Okay, so my junior and senior year of high school, my junior year, I was not the man on the team. I was the defender, primary defender, guard the best player, not really scored too many points. I think my junior year I averaged like 5-6 points a game, and just play defense. Helped the team win though, but play defense. My senior year, I took on more of a scoring role. I was more like the third option. Excuse me. And stats went up, but I was still the defender. I was the Patrick Beverly of my high school team in so many ways. After high school, I didn't get no offers to play nowhere. Zero. So I knew I had to start from square one again. So I had to walk on at a JUCO. That summer that I spent working out, I was, locked in. I was like a 5. It was crazy. All right, so let me tell you about my height. Freshman year of high school, I was 5'1". Sophomore high school, I was the shortest kid in my freshman class. Like in the class, girls was taller than me. It was kind of I was like that kid that was mad short. But sophomore year I was like 5'4". Junior year I was like 5'6". Senior year I was like 5'8", 5'9". So I go into my freshman year of college like 5'9", and I'm athletic. I'm dunking at 5'9", like 18 years old, dunking. Made the team, was like 14th man off the bench. First year I had to fight. I don't know, like it was always a fight with me. But game changer. First game of the season, we had a tournament in Pennsylvania. The starting lineup was messing up. Coach was getting mad. Threw the bench in. They wasn't doing much. He was getting mad. He just threw me in. Towards the end of the first half, I came in the game and I hit like 2 threes in a row in a layup. Scored like 8 points in like 3 minutes. One thing about me, I'm a super microwave. Like once I see one fall, it's over with. Yeah, I was microwave. Came in, did that, boom. So coach was like, all right. And then I came in the second half, and then I hit like 2 more threes. Some like big shots, like really big shots. And then coach was like, yo, like he could play, da da da. Like I was on the newspaper and all that for the game. So then my stock started going up. We had a tournament that weekend. I came in the next game and did the same thing. Microwave, but this time like I got more minutes. So I went from 14th man to, 4th, 5th game of the season, I'm the 6th man off the bench. I'm like Lou Williams. So I come in instant off the bench. So I'm scoring like 14, 15 points off the bench in like 20 minutes. So boom, had a good year. After my first year at JUCO, I still didn't get any offers because I was a backup for a 1,000-point scorer and somebody had a full ride to a D2. So he was tough. He was better than me at the time, but I definitely role model him. Like he was my role model. Like I was like his little bro. You know what I'm saying? Like he showed me ways. He groomed me to be the player I was next year. So I came in there the next year. I'm like, yo, this is my last shot. If I don't play good, I'm not gonna go to a 4-year. My goal was to go to a 4-year school. So I came in. I wasn't even supposed to start, but the person that was supposed to start with me failed off. He had like all Fs, like spring semester. So boom, got the opportunity to start. Didn't hold it back. Didn't fold. I took advantage of the opportunity. First game had like 25.
Okay.
8. Like I led the team in scoring. I was second team all region, and I was number 3 in the country in free throw percentage at 90%. And I shot 40% from 3, and I shot like 48% from 2. So I had a good year. I got most improved player. and I started getting a little bit of offers. I had one Division II offer and then a couple D3 offers. I was gonna go to the D2 route, but they wasn't trying to give me a full scholarship, and I wasn't able to afford the remaining tuition costs. So I decided to go back home, Jersey City, went to NJCU, and I didn't even really get recruited there, to be honest. I kind of hit up the coach myself. He seen me play, but it was other people that he thought was better than me. But I knew I had to prove to him I was, good enough to make the team. And I'm like, this is my hometown. I'm not about to embarrass myself. So I emailed the coach. He told me to come to a workout. He was impressed with my game. I didn't think I played that good, but he said okay. He wanted me to come back. So I worked out. I went to the workouts that whole summer, and I was already enrolled in classes. So I was basically fighting for the spot. It was only 16 people that was going to make the team. It was like 22 people that tried out. So I had to make sure I did things that other people didn't do. When it was time to do the mile, I made sure I ran the mile. The time was 5:30. I ran my mile like 5:08. I was cooking it. I was mad skinny at the time, but I was strong for a skinny dude. I was in the weight room like a month before preseason, just lifting, and I was strong enough to make the fitness test. So I was good on that, and I was just always there. Like, I would always be there early. The coach seen me so many times. I figured out a way to I wasn't the best player. I wasn't the strongest. I wasn't the smartest, but I made sure he knew my presence was there. Came early. I stayed after. He noticed all of those little things, and my grades was on point as a transfer student. So he knew that I wasn't going to fail off, and I was reliable. Because most kids, like, they don't really be caring, like we said in the beginning. They just come to school to hoop. So he seen that I was somebody who was hungry, but I was also a student athlete, not just an athlete. And I ended up making the team. It was rough though because I didn't really get no playing time, especially my junior year. I didn't get barely any playing time. It was a couple games where I came in and I did really good. Like I said, I was a microwave. It was one game he threw me in the fourth, in like the second half, with like 6 minutes left. I scored 11 points in 6 minutes. And like I was like one of the top performers of that game. And it was another game where I scored like 7 points in like 3 minutes.
Oh wow!
So like I had to take advantage of every opportunity I had. Like every time I came in the game, I had to make sure I did something. Like it was a couple games where I didn't do much. I'm just being honest, but a lot of times I came in, do what I had to do, and then coming into the next year, I definitely got more playing time. I definitely was like 7th, 8th man off the bench. We were still tough. Like, we went to the championship my junior year and lost on a buzzer beater. So like we was a top. Yeah, that was crazy. It was the center. The center hit a buzzer beater from half court off the backboard for the game.
Lucky. That's like,
yeah, that hurts to this day.
Yeah,
my finger, the ring, but it's cool. My next year, like I said, I got more playing time. Definitely had better stats. Definitely felt more confident. But it still wasn't crazy though. Like I said, I was like the 8th man off the bench. So, but I knew that after college was over, I wasn't done. Like I'm like, yo, I'm hungry. I was like, you know what? I gotta start looking at trainers. I'm like, nah, like I gotta get better. I gotta prove everybody wrong. I gotta prove myself wrong. I gotta go hard. So I started working with trainers. I started playing in like little leagues, and I was like, yo, I want to get my master's that way. If it don't work out, I got something to fall back on. So I talked to my coach. He knew I was like, really good in the classroom. I had finished that year with a 4.0. So I was on I graduated my undergrad with a 3.77. So I think that's summa cum laude.
Nice.
Yeah, that's what's up.
That's what's up.
Yeah, I was on it. So like, you know what? Let me just take care of my academics. And I talked to my coach. I'm like, yo, I want to be a grad assistant. I want to, be on the assistant coaching staff and get my master's. When I presented it to him with no hesitation, he said, yeah, you're the perfect fit for the job.
That's good.
Yeah, I was on the coaching staff and I got my master's. The school paid for it. And I didn't, let them down. I ended up with a 3.66 or 6.7 with master. Yeah, which is still pretty good. So during that time, I'm training. I'm going to trainings. I'm working out every day. I had access to the gym like every day, even though I was on the coaching staff. So I was using the shooting gun. A lot of the team wasn't using it, so I was using it more than them. So I'm locked in while I'm also doing my academics and also on the coaching staff. And I'm learning about basketball from a different perspective because now I'm a coach. So that definitely helped me. Then, once I graduated with my master's degree, that's when COVID happened. So COVID shut everything. It was crazy. Everything was closed. Y'all know how COVID was.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I used the opportunity from COVID to help me get better. I benefited from COVID. A lot of athletes didn't benefit from it. A lot of athletes fell off. I got better from it. I locked in more, started working more, running every day, just being outside, just being active. There was nothing else to do. So, and fortunately for me, I had a hoop in the backyard. Like one of my neighbors had a hoop in his backyard, so he let me use it when the hoops was down. And then I found like a park in the cut that had the rims. I ain't tell nobody for like a month, and then I told somebody, and then people started coming. But the down though, I was fortunate, but I was like, dang, I told one person. Then when I started going there, it was mad people there. I'm like, here we go.
So it starts.
Yeah.
I do got a question for you though. How important is being a student athlete? How important is like making sure your academic was taken care of? Like, because you 3.77, 3.66, you really don't hear that from athletes. So like, I guess academics to you is important, but can you kind of speak to that? Like, what kept you not only playing basketball, but make sure you was up on your studies as well?
Not wanting to waste anybody's money and not wanting to be wasting time. Like, you could get money back, you can get a lot of things back, materialistic things, but you can't get back that time. Like, time is of the essence. Like, I'm wasting my time if I'm not doing what I'm supposed to do. All you gotta do is go to class. Like, 70% of it is just showing up. You know what I'm saying? The other 30%, you gotta do the work. But professors don't fail people that show up and ask questions and just do the work.
That's very true.
You just gotta go to a professor that you're interested in learning about the material. And I learned that from like not being the eye candy to coaches and just pushing. Yeah, he ain't the best player, but he worked hard and he's definitely a good guy that has good character. Always been a good teammate. I've always been the guy to not get in trouble outside of basketball, and I always come to practice. You can always rely on me, and you know that when I go on the court, I give it 100%. So I applied the same thing to the classroom. Just give it 100%, and I got no regrets. I got 3 degrees sitting behind me, and
wow.
I can't complain.
Yeah, that's dope.
I loved it. Yeah, so
because you really don't you don't hear that often that an athlete has 3 degrees. You hear the term dumb jock. You know what I'm saying? Because all they do is just play their sport. But no, you was excelling not only on the court but also in the classroom. That's very important, and that's one thing that I want to stress. And Velz is a coach. She coaches high school volleyball and basketball. So it's one of those things that we want to stress, that you can do both. You can be smart and play a sport. 2 things can coexist.
Definitely. I think that's why my story is unique, because like I'm not like a nerdy dude.
Right.
I was a cool dude, but like I also made sure I did my academics as well.
For sure.
I still mingle. I was still outside. I was still partying. I was outside, but like I made sure I did. Like, you can ask any of my teammates; they know I was outside. I
believe it. I believe it. Yeah.
Definitely. So we gotta keep it moving. You finally tell us about that call, like when you got a call to play overseas, or was there a team that you just saw that stuck out to you? It was like, okay, I'm gonna put in the work, and then I'm gonna try to make this team. Because you said you wasn't done. You said you still hungry after college. You know what I'm saying? So tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, after I graduated college and I was working with my trainers, working with multiple trainers on different aspects of my game, I got me an agent, and my agent saw that I wasn't gonna get a high level paid job in the beginning, but he knew that I had potential. He knew I had the will to go to the next level. So, I was able to work with him and able to find an opportunity for me to, actually play. So I played my first year in Moldova right after COVID. The league was supposed to start in October, but COVID delayed it, so it started in January. Got the opportunity to play there. It wasn't the highest paid job, but it was a way for me to get my foot in the door. So I knew I had to take advantage of the opportunity. So I went over there hungry. I was ready. I was in crazy shape. I was hungry. I was talking my smack. I was I don't want to be friends with you, bro. We just hooping. Like I was in that type of mode.
Yeah.
Ended up leading the country in scoring. Averaged 39 points a game. 39 points a game.
Damn.
5 game. Yeah, I was wild. Yeah, I was. We went to the championship and lost, unfortunately. But it was a great experience. It got my foot in the door, and it opened me up for the next opportunity that came for me that following season. So I think that was the moment I realized, yeah, I'm gonna do this. Do it good. So the next year, I got the opportunity to play in Armenia. I averaged 21 points a game. Was number one in the league in free throw percentage of 96%. And after that, I played in Portugal. I went to a team that was 6-6. I went to the team we ended up being 14-8. And went to the Final Four in the playoffs. I was the only American on that team. They never had an American on that team before, so they experimented with me.
Wow.
Averaged 21 points a game there. Had a really good season. Fortunately, they had a 7-footer that was tough. And they beat us. We lost in the playoffs. So in the playoffs overseas, it's best 2 out of 3 in the Final Four. So we won the first and then lost the second 2. And that season ended. Following year, coming up last fall, I played in Bosnia. I only played 4 games. The club talked about they had no money. After they told me they had all this money when I got there after 4 games, it was like, yeah, we got no money. We're just paying you for this month. And
wow.
If you want to stay and play for free, you can. But I was like, what? I'm out of here.
Yeah.
I hit my agent. He was like, yeah, I got an opportunity for you to play in Tunisia and Africa in the top league.
Wow.
So I left. Yeah, I was in Bosnia. I went straight from Bosnia. I played in Tunisia. The money was great there, but it was weird over here. I was only there for like 2 months. Had a coach. I had a really good game. First game I played against the best team in Africa that won the BAL 2 years in a row. I had 25 points against them. And then the next game I had 15. But what was weird over there was like, you could only play one American on the court at one time. So it was me and a 7-footer that played for Auburn. He was good. But at first, the first coach was like, you play 20 minutes, he played 20 minutes. And we was cool with that because we lived together. So we were like, all right, cool, whatever. This new coach that came in, he was playing the big man 35 minutes and playing me 5 minutes for no reason. Like, yo, like, what's up with that? I just had 2 good games that we won. I'm like, what's up? For some reason, he didn't play me. He didn't like my game. I wasn't happy. I wasn't fun playing the game. So I talked to my agent again. I'm like, yo, like, I need to get up out of here because I'm not even happy playing the game. First it was money. Then it was like, I'm making good money. Now it's like, I'm not having fun. So I went back to a different team that was in the same league. And that worked out for me. That was a blessing. The location was tough. It was like, I miss winter. By the way, I miss winter like 3 years in a row. I haven't worn a coat in like 3 years. So, y'all down south, so like y'all don't really do that. But like I'm in Jersey.
We have coats in Texas, man. Nah, it don't be like blistering cold, but I mean, it get a little chilly. Nah.
I seen sometimes it'd be like 40, 50. I've been to Texas one time. I went to
Houston.
Fort Worth. Like,
okay. That's the area. We DFW.
Yeah, DFW.
Yeah.
I went over there once. But it was like June. It was hot.
Oh yeah, that's the worst time to come.
But yeah, I missed winter 3 years. I haven't worn a coat in 3 years, so I can flex about that being from Jersey. You know what I'm saying? I just got lucky with the location.
Right.
But I went to Portugal, went to another club. It was pretty good. That's when I really I want to say when I played in Portugal the first time, I was like a combo guard. I played the 1 and the 2.
Mm-hmm.
When I played in Bosnia, they had me at the 1 and 2. But when I went to Africa, that's when everything changed. I became a full-time 1. Developed my game into a full-time 1 pick and roll player, hit the midi, hit the 3 if you go under the screen, snake the screen, hit the roll man, tell him to slip. I really started locking in on being the 1. And when I went to Portugal the second time around, they're like, we need you to play the 1 at all times. And that's when I got my confidence really good at the 1 position. And that's going to carry over for the rest of my career.
Yeah.
I played good at the 1. My stats wasn't as high as far as scoring, but my assist numbers and just the way I played looked better. Everybody told me the way I played looked better. I just looked like a straight guard. They said before I looked like I was hunting shots. I was just a microwave play, coming off the bench and having to score. And even when I started, I'm just going for a bucket. But I really took time to calm down and really focus on just being a point guard, helping my team win. And that's what I did this season that just passed. So I'll send you my film so y'all can see it.
Yeah, because we want to definitely take a look at that.
Yeah.
So do you plan on going back overseas? I know you say you're back in the States now, so you plan on going back?
So unfortunately, my second to last game, I went up for a layup and I heard a small popping my foot Achilles area, right? But it wasn't my Achilles. I thought it was. I was paranoid. I'm like, dang, it's over with. But I played the rest of the game. We won. I had a really good game despite that situation happening. It was simple. It was regular layup and 1, made it, and then I just landed regular. I heard a little pop, so I'm like, heck. But whatever. When I sat out 2 games, then I finished the season. I got home. I said, "Yo, I'm gonna take 2 weeks off." I always do that when I come home. Took 2 weeks off, just lifted. When that 2 weeks was up, I was working out 3 times a day. I was wilding, I got crazy. I re-aggravated it. So I re-aggravated it at about the end of June. So from the end of June till about today, I got cleared to shoot again. I was just taking it easy because I came home mid-May. I haven't been home that long. So I'm gonna get back on my stuff this starting tomorrow. I'm shooting again, catch and shoot. The next week I can probably do dribbling and stuff. But I ain't lose it because I was still getting shots up around that time and it was still cash. So I'm like, you ain't gonna lose that.
He said it's like butter, baby. It's like butter.
You're gonna have to clean up the handles a little bit. But one thing about the jump shot, you can shoot, it just come back. You know what I'm saying? It just comes back automatically.
What they say, shoot or shoot.
Yeah. You and y'all know it if y'all play sports, which I'm sure y'all do. It's getting back in shape, the running shape. I gotta get back to that. That's gonna be the thing.
Tough.
Running like that because of the injury.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Gonna have to get the track every morning and just get it done. It takes
cardio is the worst part.
Yeah, that's the worst part.
Hate that.
So, go ahead, Lyse. My bad.
No, I was like, okay. Well, I was gonna ask, since you shared time overseas, of course you played here in the States. Is there a difference, or what's the pros and cons about playing here in the States and then over there overseas?
Pros and cons. You in a foreign country that you don't know nothing about if you don't do your research, because I did that the first time around. I didn't know what was going on. Every time after that, I did my research. Control what you can control. You are 15-hour, 16-hour flight. So you can't wake up and be mad and just be like, yo, I'm out of here. No, you can't. The airport was 3 hours away from my apartment most of the time. So it's you just got to deal with it. Animals, just seeing weird animals that you ain't never seen before. Language barrier. If you don't study the language, you're going to be screwed. I would tell you this. When I was in Moldova, no English. Thank God I had other Americans. When I was in Armenia, no English. I had other Americans. When I was in Bosnia, it was only me and one other person. And they don't speak English at all. And I was like, that's not Spanish. That's not even Russian. That's not German. Bosnian. Nobody studies that. I'm
Right.
like, oh man. Then when I went to Tunisia, it was straight Arabic and French. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, yo, I gotta learn the language. Like, so when I went to Portugal, I really started studying Portuguese. I'm studying Spanish now. I'll be bilingual by like October. I promise you.
Hey, there you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Cause I might be going. I'm not gonna say it, but I might be going to a Spanish speaking country. I don't want to.
Okay.
I'm the type.
You want to give us no late breaking news? No breaking news. We can't get no. Okay. All right.
And then I'm gonna stay in touch with y'all, so I'm gonna let y'all know. But
good.
I don't like false news because you don't know, it might not happen. So
hey, but we're gonna keep that lifted up in prayer. It's gonna happen for you for sure.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, just like language barrier, like being in a situation where you don't know what's going on. Somebody could just blow that place up. They could just start a war. Like you're like, oh,
right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Basically control what you can control. Like that's really the main thing that I've always heard, and the thing that that always came to my head. Even my teammates used to tell me, control what you can control. It used to always come up. So like I stuck with that. You know, you can only control but so much. Control the way you play. Control giving it your all. You know, control just being professional. Because you're not just a professional on the court. You got to carry yourself as a professional off the court too. Because you still got to live your life. You know, like yeah, I had practice 5 days a week, but I was outside. You know what I'm saying? I was in the tourist area. I ain't even got to explain that. I was outside. Drinking it outside. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know, but yeah.
Hey, you like you said, you still got to live your life at the end of the day. You know, just because you're in a foreign country don't mean everything stop. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you put in the work enough. You know, you work hard, play hard. You know what I'm saying? So,
you know what I'm saying? I'm a single man. I do.
Yeah.
I ain't married, got no kids right now, so I'm living my life.
You say YOLO. Zion.
Yeah. Long as you ain't out here like Zion.
Nah, that's
Be careful.
Yeah, shout out to him.
Yeah.
Really? We gonna okay. All right.
But no, that's cool though, Eugene. Like, so those are some of the pros and cons you have to deal with playing overseas. A lot of people don't know that they just think it's all peaches and cream, and it's not. You know what I'm saying? You got to get used to a lot of things. You got to adjust to a lot of different things.
It might be worse than the NBA. Like high key. Like for instance, when I first got out there, I came to replace another point guard. They send people home like left and right over there. If you don't perform the way that you're supposed to, they give you 4 games. Sometimes they give you 2 games. They will send you home. Like they will send you home quick. You're gonna have to take. They're gonna give you the worst flight too. They like knock on wood table. I never got sent home. They will send you home. Yeah, my boy home. Like he was cool. I got to know him. A week before he left, they played him out. They said you gonna play this last game, and then Eugene is gonna replace you the next game.
Wow.
I was kicking everybody's tail in practice, so he wanted me to play that game. Had him sit the bench, watch me play, and send him home the next day.
That's crazy.
Ooh, that's cutthroat.
Yeah, I didn't. I just go hard. Like you know what I'm saying? I wasn't going. Hey, I did what I was supposed to do.
Hey, next man up. Look, we need to win. I'm trying to put winners on the court. So hey.
So what was I gonna say? He had a 21-hour flight layover somewhere in Europe. And he had a layover 24 hours, and then he had to get his flight back to Florida.
That's tough.
They be doing that on purpose because I done had an 8-hour straight flight from Europe. They could do that. They be like, oh, you suck. You ain't put up stats. They're gonna give you the worst.
That's cold.
Yeah, they grind. And fun fact. Every time I played overseas, besides Bosnia, I played against the best team, the number 1 team in the league. Every time, my first game. Every time.
Yeah.
The schedule is up like that every time. They're like, yeah, you gotta play against the national team. You gotta play against great, yeah. Cool.
Yeah. And then go out there and put up numbers.
Yeah, definitely. It's just crazy. Every time it's always the number 1 seed or the returning number 1 seed that got the same team from last year that won the championship. I'm like, oh great. Whatever. Warm-up games, like, you're not playing against a mid team or a low team for the first game. Nope.
No.
Never.
You're going up against the best.
Yeah.
They say either put up or shut up, or you're going to be on that 34-hour flight back to New Jersey City.
So, Eugene, like you played for those different countries. Tell us which one was your favorite to play for.
Oh, Portugal by far. The one I just came from, the area I just came from. Tourist area, the beach down the street from my house. On the other side of my, down the street, the other way is a Las Vegas strip. Clubs open Monday through Sunday, 9 p.m. to 4 a.m.
Sheesh.
Turn up.
Yeah. Put it this way, Henny and Coke, $4. Everything was cheap over there.
$4.
And Henny and Coke is good. 15 out here. Goodness.
And if
that's
you know
crazy.
bartender, they want to water it down. So like we won a game, we like to break after we won. So we won a game. Yeah, I was outside. I would party till like 4 a.m. I still wake up at 8 to go to the gym.
Oh man, I was wondering how you do that.
How you did that? I did.
Nah, that gym would have seen me the next day. 2 days from now, that's when that gym would have saw me.
No matter what it was, like I was in there. I was the most consistent one in the gym every day.
That's that hunger. And that's what you have to have. You know what I'm saying? To be at that level and to go to the next level, you have to be hungry like that. Like, do what you do, but make sure you come and do what you're supposed to do.
Yeah, after this podcast, you work out. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just like, right now, I'm working out right after this podcast.
I know that's right. He said the mama mentality. Amen. I know that's right.
Talk a little bit about the type of coach you are on the coach's side of it.
I'm one of those.
Or how about this? What made you get into coaching?
Okay.
Just knowing enough about the game at this point to tell kids, the youth, like the right way to play basketball. Mm-hmm. Stop watching James Harden because he's not going to help y'all learn basketball the right way. Stop watching too much Steph Curry because now y'all don't want to shoot mid ranges or go to the basket. Y'all run up in transition and pull up threes and hit the side of the backboard or hit the back of the rim and then ruin the game. Like go up for a layup. Like I tell people to play basketball in all aspects. Shout out to Steph Curry, greatest shooter of all time, but he messed up the game of basketball.
Yes, he did.
2 and 3. Everybody's just doing step back threes. Everybody's over dribbling like James Harden. And it's like I said, my game is real simple. If I got the opportunity to just do a rip through one dribble pull up, I'm doing that every time. Until you try to jump, then I'm hesitation. I'm gonna do a hezzy and then go to the basket. Like I can get to a bucket in 2 dribbles, sometimes 1 dribble. I don't even need the 3rd dribble all the time. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Like, look at Klay Thompson. He could get to a bucket without even dribbling the ball. Like 60 points for like 5 dribbles, something like that.
Right. I remember that.
So much to get to a bucket. Get to your spots and just do what you do. You know? My coaching style is teaching people how to play basketball. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and say the right way because I don't want to say there's any particular right way to play basketball as long as you're successful in what you do. But what I can say is I teach people to keep the game simple because I know what coaches look at the next level. They don't want to see all that extra stuff. They just want to see somebody that's gonna get to where they need to go. And so if you're a scorer, he's gonna get to a shot and he's gonna do it without doing too much. You gotta think about it. At the pro level, it's 24-second shot clock, so you don't have all that time in the world to be dribbling the ball. I'm a point guard, so by the time I get the ball up half court with no pressure, it's probably like 19 seconds left. All right, 20 to 19 seconds left. If somebody's pressing me 94 feet, by the time I get over half court, it's probably like 16, 17 seconds left. So now I got to run a play when there's only 17 seconds left, and somebody has to convert the play before the shot clock runs out.
Right.
So it's just basically keeping the game simple.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
And teaching them the fundamentals and
defense. Like, everybody's not the most talented player. But if you show, like, defense is effort and desire. You know, Marcus Smart, Patrick Beverly, those players get paid millions of dollars for effort. Like Marcus Smart definitely got more skilled over the years. Shout out to him. But Patrick Beverly, come on, bro. He just played defense. He can't shoot.
Yeah.
I got my money on him not making open shots.
Pat
They
Bev.
leave him wide open. Like, come on, we know that. PJ Tucker too, unless it's a corner shot. So it's like they get paid millions of dollars for effort. So if you just show effort, if you show more effort than everybody, you get paid. You can go to school for free. I be telling kids all the time, you go to school for free for just showing effort.
Yep.
And then if you want to take it to the next level, you can get paid for showing effort. But the problem with this generation is they're too lazy. They think everything is supposed to be given to them. They don't want to earn nothing. And it's sad. You know, it's messing up sports. It's making everything soft.
Yep. You know? I agree. That I agree with. Sports has definitely gotten soft. And I totally agree with you when you talk about Steph Curry. Like, I love the 3-ball. I think it's sweet when you can shoot half court or, you know, logo threes and all that. But I don't want my big man shooting from the half court line. I need him banging down low. I'm old school basketball. I like that. I like my big man down there banging, not shooting soft ass threes. That's just me, though. NBA has changed.
Like, NBA is positionless now, so it's now you got 7-foot guards, Kevin Durant, 7-foot guards. You got 6'8" small forwards / guards like Draymond Green, right? All of the court, got handles, can shoot threes, and can guard 1 through 5. So now a traditional big man is kind of getting X'd out the NBA in so many ways. That's true. Yeah, it is. Losing jobs to more versatile big men that can stretch the floor, can shoot threes, and whatnot.
Joker, I would say this though, big man coming back in style. Big man coming back in style because if you look at it, like just for instance, like the recent playoffs, Golden State was outmatched with the Lakers. You know what I'm saying? Because they didn't have any size. I mean, Looney he did as much as he could. He might have got all the rebounds he could, but he wasn't stopping AD down there in their paint. No, and I think that a lot of teams realize, like, okay, yeah, it was a like you said, positionless league for a little bit, and I still think it will be, but I do think that the big man is coming back.
No, the big man is coming back, and Looney proved that for sure. But what I think is the big man that's traditional, like Looney, don't need to play so many minutes though. They're gonna have to swap in and out, like, and play small ball for a little bit, and then bring him in. Like, I feel like they're gonna play less minutes, but they're still gonna be effective for when they need to. Right. That's my opinion, because he definitely is a great rebounder. He got better. He's been playing with Golden State for years. A lot of people don't even know that. He's been playing Golden State. Even when they went to the championship against Cleveland years ago, when LeBron came back and won, and even the year before that, like when they had Harrison Barnes when he was on that roster, I remember that. He was on there since like 14. You know,
Yeah, he got 4 rings just like all of them.
He got better every year. People don't even realize that he got better every year. He worked his to that starting lineup.
Yeah, definitely. I agree. I have one more question for you, and then we're gonna keep it moving. We're almost done. I saw a post on your Instagram, and it's, I guess you have a tattoo on your arm. It's a basketball with headphones. And it said, basketball and music saved my life. We've talked about basketball. Me, I love music. I know Lyse loves music. I'm a singer myself. I just wanted you to kind of get into that and talk about, like, how did music, save your life?
Okay. Now, basketball and music saved my life, especially overseas. Playing basketball overseas, you are alone for the most part. You are alone. You spend a lot of your days alone. You spend a certain amount of hours throughout the day alone. Not alone in the sense of you're the only person, but like you're the only person that can relate to yourself as far as the language barrier, depending on what country that you're in. And just you being you, like American culture is so different from like overseas culture. They don't listen to the same music we listen to. They don't dance the way we dance. They don't function the way we function. Certain things that we think is rude, they don't think is rude. Oh, for example, you go to the grocery store, you put your stuff on the belt. They'll come right next to you while you're in the middle putting stuff on the belt, and they'll put their stuff right next to you. No divider or nothing. They are rude, but I noticed that they do that, and it's acceptable. I'll be looking at them like, yo, my man, like, you good, bro? Like, back up. They don't believe in personal space. in foreign countries at all. Like at all. If you putting things on the counter, they right next to you with it, shoulder to shoulder. If you turn around, you might kick them by accident. Like they don't.
Man.
Like that's just an example of like things are so much different over there than where you're at. So the music kept me going through the good times, through the bad times. The music kept me going. 9 times out of 10, like I was that kid in high school. I was that kid in college, and even now, I always got headphones in my ear. I hate AirPods. I don't wear them. They're not Beats or like JBL headphones. I don't wear them. I can't do the AirPods. I had them and I lost them every time. My ear is not. I don't know what type of ears I got, but they just not meant for that. They're not meant for AirPods. But
yeah,
you always catch me with the headphones in my ear. A tradition that I do every time I'm in layup lines is I always got headphones in. Like I'll do the warm up with the team. You know, when it's time for the coach to talk to me through the huddle, I take the headphones off. But when I'm warming up in the layup lines, I'm in my zone, got my J. Cole in, and I'm just like, you know what I'm saying? Make sure they on tight because I like to dunk. And sometimes I dunk in the ear. Yeah, I got a little bounce, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And the music just keeps me like I don't get nervous in games, but I feel like the music blocks me away from any type of anxiety that I could get like before a game.
Right.
I let all that scary stuff out in high school and even college. I don't care. I was like, yo, I just came to play. That's it. Like, I work on my game, so it ain't nothing for me to be scared of. I done played against Division I players. I done played against former NBA players, like in my overseas career, and being at them and not even know that they played in the league until after. Like, oh wow, he played for the Bulls. Oh cool, whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. We breathe the same air. We got the same blood. I ain't scared. It's what it is. Right. I work out just like you, but just, you know, the music kept me sane. The music kept me going when I feel like I wanted to go home. You know, there's at times where I'm like, yo, bro, I want to go home, bro. I'm homesick. Like, I've been homesick a couple times. You just got to fight through. The music kept me going. And, like, it just saved my life. Like, it saved my life because it's kind of like therapy, you know. And basketball obviously is my therapy. Whenever I'm feeling up and I'm feeling down, I'm playing basketball. When I don't play, I don't feel like myself. So, you know, just the two together changed my life, saved my life. So had to get it tatted. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I love the background on that. Lyse, did you want to ask the next question?
Yeah. Since we're talking about music and things like that, we're gonna kind of get into the fun questions of the show. We like to give the background and talk, but we like to also have fun as well. So you brought up music. What are some of the songs that get you hype, or who are you listening to get you hype before a game or get you in that zone or whatever like that?
I gotta listen to some Meek Mill. You know what I'm saying? I'm Boss. Some T Grizzly. I like T Grizzly.
Okay.
His first album was hard. You know.
Detroit, we see y'all.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Gotta hear that. I gotta hear some Lil Baby, some J. Cole, some Drake sometimes, but he's soft, so like it depends on the mood. He got some songs, but he kind of soft.
Like, we love Drake.
Probably some Future get me going, you know.
Okay.
Tough beats. He be talking his talk.
Yeah.
And sometimes I like to listen to R&B before the games, though. Like, it ain't just about the hard stuff. Sometimes I like to listen to Edge or some Fantasia or some Alicia Keys. And, you know, it just calm you down. You just get Yeah.
Yeah, that's the misconception with some people as far as like whether you're going to the gym or whether you're like getting ready for a game. A lot of people feel like you just need to listen to rap or something hype all the time. Like sometimes for certain people, R&B can put you in your zone. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I like that you said that.
Yeah. Because like you gotta be so aggressive. Like it's been games where I just played. It just looked like Mozart. I'm just in my pace in my bag, just getting my spots like art. And you always got that, like
right.
It's like that's like poetry sometimes. Like
yeah.
Get you the finesse.
Yeah.
I love R&B. R&B is like besides rap, because rap, of course, but R&B is definitely in my tops for sure.
Undefeated. It's undefeated.
Yeah. Oh,
definitely. Yeah. Well, I think we know who your fave sports team is. You said Boston because of Paul Pierce, or that's what that's. So,
what about
Chalyse,
football?
You can go ahead and ask.
Yeah, no, like, okay, we know Celtics is your favorite NBA team. What about NFL, MLB, whatever sport? Like, what's your favorite teams?
I've always been a Yankees fan growing up.
Oh, boo.
They both did last year crazy, but we ain't gonna get into that. They doing alright.
They doing alright.
I've always been a New England Patriots fan before.
Okay, you said before Tom Brady, so okay, I give you that one then. Because y'all struggled before Tom Brady, so I give you that.
Tom Brady, and then Tom Brady came in when Drew Bledsoe got hurt, and then he took over. So, you know.
Okay.
And, Patriots fan, even though we sucked now. I wasn't a Tom Brady fan. I was a Patriots fan. So when he went to Tampa Bay, he got that chip. But like, I'm still a Patriots fan. I was kind of mad how they did Cam Newton though, because I like Cam Newton, and I feel like they did him dirty.
Yeah,
they did. They did. He didn't stand a chance though.
Yeah, his career is not how I would like for it to have gone, but it is what it is because he was tough, man.
He really was, and the only reason why I say that is because after Tom Brady came Cam Newton, and Cam Newton's no Tom Brady, so I just think it was just unfair. You know what I mean?
That's the feel. Yeah,
it is.
Yeah,
definitely.
That's like how when LeBron went to the Lakers, everybody expected him to be like Kobe.
Yeah,
like
they don't have the same game.
But it's like they had some real high expectations for him. I'm sorry, Bron fan.
I knew.
I know you heard like, oh, like he ain't Kobe, this and that.
Yeah, you hear it every day. They still ain't let up on that. But I knew what it was gonna be whenever he went to LA. I really didn't even want him to go to LA, because I was never a Laker fan. You know what I'm saying? But he went there, so I was like, this is my guy. I'm gonna follow him wherever he go. And I just knew that Kobe fans, especially. I just knew that they would not accept him, But it is what it is. We got a chip, whether it was in a bubble or not. You know what I'm saying? He's passed the he got the all-time scoring record. So I'm hoping he can get one more chip in the LA uniform so they can shut up. And we'll be, we'll move on from that. But yeah, I ain't worried about it no more. I don't care about how they feel about him no more.
I mean, they had got LeBron where he's on the, at the end of his, what's the word?
Career.
Not in a career, but no, prime. At the end of his prime. Like, I mean, his prime was over.
I'm going to be real. He like the Tom Brady of basketball. Like,
Tom Brady.
That's fair. That's fair.
LeBron going to play till he's 40. I think LeBron going to play till he's like 42 years old.
Yeah.
He's slowing down a little bit, and you can see it, but he's still better than most people.
He's
still top 10 in the
he's still elite.
He's still tough. I never hated on LeBron. I didn't like him with Miami.
Me neither.
Every year, but I love D Wade. So
hell,
D Wade was my guy, man. That's like. D Wade is up there. If I'm gonna be honest, I got Kobe and D Wade. People argue that, but I got Jordan, Kobe, D Wade. D Wade is one of the best shooting guards I've ever seen. He's cold.
Yeah, I like D Wade.
So I do. I respect Dwayne Wade, but I'm holding on to 2006. So I'm kind of. I'm out on D Wade.
Like
no. No, he's up there. I'm just biased a little bit because I don't like 2006 Mavs and the Miami Heat, and they cheated for Miami, stole our championship. So I'm out on Dwayne Wade. You blew on him, you breathed on him. He was at the free throw line. So I'm still hurt about that. So I just don't have no love for Dwayne Wade.
Mavericks was up 2-0.
Yes, we were.
That's all I got to say.
I don't know about folding. Folding is a strong word.
Dirk got his lick back in 2010. So,
Yes, we
saying?
can.
Well, 2011, but yeah,
Yes.
2011. Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
it was 2010, 2011 season.
Yeah. Yeah, we took care of business. We should have two, but we'll take our one, and we're working on our second one. Look of Magic. Stay tuned. 2024. I'm just saying. No, but
all right, Gene. So
yeah, go ahead, Bill.
we're gonna move on. We ain't gonna hover over. So like you said that you point guard, combo guard. Who are your top 5 guards? I guess past and present.
Yes.
Okay, Rondo's my favorite point guard of all time. I'm a Celtics fan. I love Rondo.
Yeah.
We wouldn't have won that championship without Rondo. I mean, Rondo helped the Lakers win. So
Definitely.
You got some respect for Rondo.
I love Rondo. Rondo at one point in time was my favorite point guard as well.
Yeah.
Rondo. I disrespect Rondo. I'm gonna let you finish. I respect him, but nah, you know what? I'm gonna let you do your top 5. We'll talk about that later.
He played for Dallas, which is crazy.
Yeah. That's why I can't stand his ass.
Rondo, I like Chris Paul. Chris Paul's man.
The point guard.
Now his mid range is disrespectful. His pick and roll is disrespectful. His court vision is just crazy. He's still able to compete at a high level at his age too. So a lot of respect to Chris Paul. I like James Harden, and the only reason why I say James Harden because his pace. He play at his pace at all times, and nobody can guard him. He's one of those players like him, Luka, like Jokic. They play the same. You know what move they're gonna do every time, and they do it, and it works. You know when James Harden comes out the court and he do 20, he's gonna do a step back, and they know it's coming, and he does it every time and scores. So like players like that, it's crazy. It's like you know what he gonna do, but he's still gonna do it, and he don't care that you know he gonna do it. He just do it. But he can't get a ring, and he folds every year. Regular season, James Harden is one of my favorite players. Playoff James Harden, I don't know who that is. Yeah. In the league now, right?
Yeah, past
to present.
Paul Pierce, number 1. Like that's a no-brainer. His competitiveness is just everything, man. He the truth. Clutch, big clutch player, all that. You know what I'm saying? My number 5 spot got to be Kobe. Kobe's tenacity, his will to win, just crazy. His work ethic. His work ethic is like nobody in the league ever has had his work ethic. Not even Jordan himself. Worked harder than Kobe. Kobe's work ethic is just top tier.
Dope. That's what's up. Go ahead, Lyse.
No. I was just gonna comment. Like, no, I respect that top 5. Damn, you got Jordan at 5 though.
He didn't say Jordan. He didn't say Jordan at all.
Oh, Kobe. You got Kobe at 5.
If I'm gonna be real though, Jordan's not my generation. I'm talking about my generation.
I mean Kobe.
Yeah, Kobe.
You got Kobe at 5?
I don't think it was a particular order.
It was an order. If I could be honest, if it was an order, it would be Paul Pierce, Kobe, then it would be Rondo, Chris Paul, then Harden. Harden would be number 5 because he just don't play defense and he can't get a run.
That's fair. Yeah. But
well, that's dope, Eugene. Like I've enjoyed, getting these answers from you. I know Lyse has. Before we get up out of here, though, tell us a little bit about your brands that you got going on.
So I got my clothing brand. It's like my name, EC3. Online storefront. Get your merch. I'll be seeing people that I don't even know walk around with my face on. The shirt is pretty cool. It's just basically me. I'm the 3rd, the last one. I'm not doing no 4th. That's it. So, it's just me, EC3. It got a cool ring to it. Every year I played overseas. Besides this year, I wore number 8. So it was number 8. I got to get back to my number 8. Shout out to Kobe. It was a number that I had by accident, and then it just kept sticking with me. It was always available, and it was always my size. And I got
that's what's up.
It was always a large and number 8. I'm like, yeah, I need that. That's that. People support it. I advertise it, but I ain't no cocky dude. I'm humble about it. You know, if you want to wear it, you wear it. I get a lot of support in Jersey. Kind of a big deal out here a little bit. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people know my story, so they rock with me, and just I keep it 100, and I'm very humble. So gravitate a lot of people, a lot of support. As far as my nonprofit, that's the big thing. You know, giving back to the community. I started a nonprofit while I was in college. It was just the idea that was brought up by my family, my mom in particular, for me to start, you know, doing community service and, you know, doing the community service, joining the fraternity and getting the college to involve, get the college involved in it. I made it a 501c3. And it's just been blowing up every year, getting bigger. Been featured on magazines, articles, been on TV a couple times, and just growing, just giving back to the community, helping out the homeless population all over. Going to Baltimore, Maryland next month on the 18th to do a service out there.
Okay.
So we're expanding and just doing what we can to make the community a better place, change the world.
No, I feel that. And if there's anything that we can do to help, if you want to, you know, branch out here in Texas, definitely.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let us know. And you know, we want to, you know, be of service or of help and make sure we get that word out, because I think it's very important. I like your story, and there's a lot of kids out here that have these aspirations to play and just need that, you know, foundation and support to push them, because I know a lot of kids, especially in our area, they don't have that. They don't even have that at home support. So whatever we can do to, you know, expand your brand and get the word out and just get these kids more involved, definitely let us know. We want to be a part of that for sure.
Yeah, let's do it for sure. For sure. We travel, so we'll come out. I had a team come out and everything.
Oh, good.
So we do a lot of fundraising, so we got funds to travel, so we can take a flight.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah,
let's
why
definitely.
not? I've been to Texas before. I wouldn't mind going back.
Hey, Texas. hey, we live out here. You know, sometimes. Yeah, but everybody be trying to go to Houston. See, we in the Dallas area. You know, everybody want to go to Houston. I get it, Houston. Yeah, but Dallas.
I've never been.
You never been to Houston? I mean, Houston's cool. Houston's
I've been to Houston for a layover, but like not Houston, like not
in the city and stuff like
definitely,
that.
Yeah, that's one place you definitely have to get in the city. You're gonna be outside for sure in Houston. I'll tell you that now.
Might retire from outside.
Okay, I got you. I ain't never wrong with that.
I'm gonna be like Jordan when he retired and came back, but like
yeah. Well, we have again, we have enjoyed you being on the show, Eugene. We appreciate you for coming on. We actually have, this is the very last question for you. Normally when we have guests on, we like to ask all of our guests this, and that is, what does it mean to you to be locked in?
Locked in means not pushing everybody away, but making sure that the important ones around you know that you got a goal that you want to focus on and that you need to be focused on that. But like in the perspective of like, obviously I love my family, but they know when I'm locked in. Like, you know, right now I'm dating somebody, so like she know I'm locked in. So it's like I'm not pushing you away, but just understand that I'm focused on what I gotta focus on. And if you love me and you appreciate me, you know that I'm focused on what I gotta do. And just like locked in is also discipline, right? Cutting away too much goofy time. Like I'm not gonna be scrolling on TikTok as much. I'm not gonna be scrolling on Instagram as much. Like I'm gonna limit some of the stuff that I do that takes away from my goal. Because every time you distract yourself from your goal, you're putting yourself for a setback towards your goal, and you don't even realize it. So like discipline is like probably the main thing that I would say for being locked in. And I'm a very disciplined person, and I have been for a long time, and I still am. Yeah, if I could have one word for locked in, discipline.
Discipline, sir.
I like that. I like that. We haven't gotten that one yet. That's good.
Mm-hmm. Well, Lyse, go ahead and do the honors and close us out. We appreciate you, Eugene, for real, coming in on the show and taking time out your busy schedule, man, for real. Like, I know time difference there in Jersey, but we definitely appreciate you for coming in on Locked In Sports.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, we locked in.
Already. Already. That's what I like to hear. Now, again, just to, piggyback off of Velz, like, we do appreciate you taking the time out and chit chat with us and shoot the shit and all that kind of good stuff. And we definitely want to support you and, your future endeavors and like that. Do you have any shout outs you want to do? Represent your brand and your nonprofit?
Yeah, shout out to Walkamilenourshoes Incorporated. Follow us on all social media platforms. Walk a mile, the letter N, our shoes. We got Twitter, which is now X. We got Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn. Got all that good stuff. So follow us. And it don't hurt to give back. That's why I tell people it don't hurt to give back. It don't cost you nothing. Just give back. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's just reposting a flyer or it's just following the page or telling people word of mouth. It don't hurt to give back. There's people out there that need us to give back. There's people out there that doing good financially, mentally, physically. And if we in a good space, we can get back. Because it might be a time where we ain't doing good. And if somebody remember that we gave back, they'll get back to us. We all on this earth to help one another out. Let's not be selfish. Let's not look down at others for not being where they need to be at the time. Let's lift each other up so we can grow together.
Definitely.
Yep. Definitely. Well, there y'all have it. It's a wrap on episode 17. It's your girl Lyse.
And it's your girl Velz, aka Velly Vell, if that's what you want to call me.
And together we are Locked In Sports. And again, thank you, Eugene, for jumping on with us, giving us all we need to know. And y'all check him out. Make sure y'all tune into his nonprofit, Walkamilenourshoes. And we out. Peace. That's it.